Hey everyone, I'm John Storm with Armored Combat Worldwide and the Rock City Rogue Knights, and today we're going to figure out how to assemble your kit. Stay tuned. Hey, once again, I'm John Storm with Armored Combat Worldwide and the Rock City Rogue Knights, and today we're going to learn how to assemble your own armored kit. First thing on the list, soft kit. Your soft kit is your gambeson and chausses. Your gambeson is your padded shirt, and your chausses are kind of a padded pant, all right? They're usually made from linen quilted with cotton batting, sometimes one layer, sometimes 2 or 3 layers. These should be the first item on your list. If you're thinking about joining and as a fighter and assembling your own steel kit. As your team begins training, you'll find there's a decent amount of soft kit training. You'll want a soft kit for training even though you're training. How many times can I say training in one sentence? Well, let's find out. Even though you're training with padded weapons. The padded weapons still sting a tiny bit. This kind of takes a little bit of the bite out of it. Also gets you used to wearing it. The main reason, however, for getting these first is that when you send in measurements to an armorer to either purchase what they have in stock or to have pieces made for you, is that those measurements have to be done on top of your padded kit. So if you notice, this isn't the size of my wrist. This is the size of my wrist. If I try ordering something based off of the size of my bare wrist, it's not going to work out so well. It's going to be really tight trying to get my hands in here, and I might not be able to flex my hands. So you got to get your padded kit first. It's not that expensive. It's actually really cheap. There's a lot of vendors out there for soft kit pieces. You can purchase pieces that are in stock, or you can have them custom made, sometimes with nice print and different colors. You can even make your own. All you need is a little bit of sewing skill, and making these is actually pretty simple. We'll cover that in a separate video. Also, you'll notice when purchasing your soft kit, they don't come with pour points. What's a pour point? Well, it's these things right here. All right. You'll notice that I've got them all over my arms and my shoulders. These are where the armor actually gets tied to my arm before it gets pulled around and strapped into place. This allows the kit to stay completely assembled and allows my arm, my soft kit, and my steel kit to work as one, so that way things aren't shifting too much and getting out of control. Don't freak out. When you get your kit and you realize that you have to go ahead and sew these on, don't freak out. It's really simple, really easy to do. We'll cover that in another video as well. The next item on the list, your helm. You're definitely going to want to get this one earlier on. Getting used to them is pretty important. Most helms have a faceplate like this one does, and that really limits your vision. Your regular field of view is about 140 degrees unobstructed. Once you throw one of these on, it goes down to about 30 or 40 degrees, so it's important to get that nice scan going while you're in the list in order to maintain that field awareness. They're pretty heavy, and it can feel like working out in an altitude mask because your air is a little bit restricted, so it takes a little bit of getting used to. If you throw a helmet on for the first time, like you've never practiced with a helm and now you finally get to throw one on and go into a match, it's probably not going to go your way. You may end up clawing at your faceplate trying to get it off, and it's not good. Some people do that, and they haven't taken the time to get used to it, and then they feel a little claustrophobic, even people who aren't claustrophobic. Like I said, it's one of those things, get earlier on. Another thing to consider is a nasal helm or an English cross helm or a wolf rib. Those are open face. There's a cage to protect your face, but it really doesn't restrict your air, and it gives you the maximum visibility that you can get while still providing a really good, safe atmosphere inside the helmet. You're going to want to get this early on, as I said, for your soft kit practices, maybe even a few workouts here and there. It'll help you acclimate to your helm. You'll breathe easier when you're out in a match, and you'll develop a solid scan technique to make up for that limited field of view. Next up, you're going to want your brigandine or your cuirass. That's your torso protection. It rests on your chest usually, like sometimes the cuirasses, the big steel ones, they don't really rest on your chest at all, but the brigandines, the Wisbeys, the Wimbledons, all the different types of plated mail type ones, they do tend to rest a little bit on your chest. Makes breathing a little weird. Only takes a very short amount of time to get used to those, but you might as well make that one of the next ones. So the two things that are kind of going to limit you or going to feel limiting at first is going to be your helmet and your brigandine. Next on, gauntlets. All right, you're going to find that gripping your weapons, it gets really weird when you're wearing gauntlets. It's now you've got these bigger hands. It's kind of it makes the feel of the weapon a little bit different. So you'll find that you're not as articulate with your hands while wearing them. Now we're down to arms and legs. Personally, I can find an argument for one over the other. Like I can find arguments of why you want to buy the arms before you buy the legs, and I can find other arguments of why you want to buy the legs before you buy the arms. So that one you're going to have to decide yourself. And when I say arms, I mean your vam brace, elbow cops, rear brace, pauldrons. Now this is a good order to purchase your armor, but it is not by any means a hard and fast rule. The real true order is determined by discounts, deals, your finances, and opportunity. If you find a good secondhand piece, it fits, the measurements are on point, it's made by a trusted vendor, and the price is right, well, use your best judgment. And if you're torn, talk to some of your more experienced team members or into the community and ask them. I certainly hope you found this helpful. Once again, I'm John Storm for Armored Combat Worldwide and the Rock City Rogue Knights, and we look forward to seeing you in the list. Hey, don't forget to hit like and subscribe now. We'll see you next time.